As an American brasserie, Paul's pick is rustic, contemporary, and a neighborhood place. Its wooden bar and wooden counter combine with high ceilings to invite comfort and camaraderie. In Oakland on College Avenue, it's Wood Tavern.
Wood Tavern is a contemporary neighborhood hub featuring American brasserie-inspired dishes. On behalf of Rebecca, I am Rich Wood, and our restaurant is Wood Tavern. The ultimate goal is just to create great food. You don't have to reinvent the wheel to do that. Just you want to listen to what your guests want. Great food, great drinks, professional, attentive service, good quality. The wine list, I think, is small and mighty, but it works really well with the food that we're offering here. Not enough Pinot Noir. I can't talk enough about the charcuterie. It's fantastic. It's all made in-house. There's the pate, terrine, mortadella, rillette. Interchanging, but always delicious. The amount of people we see about 4 or 5 times a week exceeds the fingers on my hands there. That's the beauty of this place. I mean, it's constant throughout the day. It's like having a bunch of friends and family over just nonstop. It's like a giant open house. The staff, the community, I love coming to work every day.
All right, Wood Tavern. This place is all about rustic fare, isn't it? And big hearty meals.
It is, and I've been going there for several years, and I have to say, I get the same dish just about every single time.
Really?
The pork chop. I mean, everybody's probably had a pork chop at some point in time, but this is one of those pork chops that literally you dream about. Like, I actually don't sleep the night before I know I'm going to go because, no, I mean, like you get so excited about it. But the best part of it, though, is they have this marsala sauce. Like literally, so my girlfriend, the first time we went, she had the halibut, and she would keep dipping her halibut in my sauce. That's really light. It's got some garlic to it. And you sit there and you cut off a piece of the pork, which is already juicy, and you sit there and you just keep dipping it and dipping it and dipping it. And then you get a nice little piece of pancetta, and it becomes like the perfect bite that you just want to let it sit in your mouth and never actually swallow. Because as soon as you swallow, it's gone.
That's not good, though, not to chew your food.
I know.
You must chew your food.
I know. You have to chew your food. And you sit there and you chew, and you just keep it in your mouth as long as you can. Basically, and then you do it again.
It's funny because pork is a very favorite thing of mine, and my wife said I should order the pork, but I asked the waiter, and he said, no, the half chicken, the boned half chicken,
which they're also known
is
for,
their
absolutely.
signature dish, and so I had that. But I've noticed, I've known you a little bit, Paul, and you always share equally with people, and it's all about me. You didn't give your girlfriend hardly anything there.
I let her have the sauce. I mean, that's a big deal, because that's really what makes the pork chop. I mean, I'm not even kidding. So we actually went there several months ago, and we were sitting. One of the things I really love about there, every time I go, you always end up in a conversation with other people that are around. People aren't sitting there looking.
And it is bustling. It is.
It is. It's a great environment,
right.
and people are looking at each other. They're kind of like looking at every dish that's going by because they're like, ooh, what's that? Maybe I should order that. Right. But we were sitting next to a couple that was in town from New York, and they had the exact same setup to where the man had ordered the pork chop, the woman had ordered the halibut, and she was dipping her halibut in his marsala sauce
like
as
the
well.
alternate universe. Now, Lisa, what did you have?
Well, I'm disappointed that I didn't have the pork because I wish I would have had that.
What did you have?
I had the hamburger because I read online that it was so great.
Right.
And the bun was burned. The hamburger was bigger than the bun. I'm sorry. It just
so
wasn't.
you were not happy with your burger. Okay.
Bad case of ordering mistake. No,
I know.
just joking.
Bad case of ordering. I know. I should have had the pork. It was a Monday night. Maybe it just wasn't a good night.
Wasn't a good night.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Did you have any cocktails?
No, I had wine and it was great. It was the Pinot. It was their Pinot. It was really light and.
They have a very
I was very happy.
Nice.
I was very happy with the wine, and I was very happy with my French fries. I mean, my French fries were to die for. Like they were crispy and small with herbs all over them, and lemon with like a lemon zest. Great French fries, great atmosphere. But I was kind of a little disappointed.
So you just had the hamburger.
Yeah, and the halibut. I tried the halibut, and I tried the gnocchi.
Okay, and the gnocchi.
My wife had the halibut. We shared everything, and that halibut was one of the best halibuts I've ever had in my life. It was fabulous.
It's very flaky.
It was just
and yet
moist.
In your mouth.
And yet moist. And the one thing about that restaurant was that we had vegetables in almost every dish that we had. We had a number of dishes, and the vegetables were perfect every time in every dish. It was fabulous. And I think we had the asparagus as the first opening dish.
We had that too.
Incredible. I could have had one more order of that, and that would have been the end of the meal. They have, I guess you'd call it a limited menu, but what they do very well.
Well, and going back to
that's maybe the sign of a real good restaurant.
Yeah, and going back to your point, I mean, one of the things that I really love about there, no matter what season you're going there, the vegetables are very seasonal. And so, you know, right now is asparagus season. And so we had ordered the gnocchi with the asparagus. My sister had actually ordered something else as her entree. She was like, you know what, go ahead and cancel that. Just bring me out a plate for myself.
The sauce on the gnocchi is fabulous.
Yeah,
The
really
sauce is fabulous. It's a white truffle cream sauce, and it was very good. It was just the gnocchi was a little gritty for me.
Okay.
But the cream sauce was really good. I mean, really good. And the waitress brought out my daughter's pasta right away, which I really appreciated. So she was very nice.
Service was
good.
wonderful. Service was very good, and they don't rush you,
No, not
which
at
is
all.
nice. The only thing that bothered me about Wood Tavern is the noise level.
It is loud.
And if you're in the mood for that, it's perfect. If you're in an upper energetic mood, it's perfect. I found at times because I'm a little hard of hearing, I was having trouble hearing my wife. Other than that, it's a great place. It's one of the best neighborhood restaurants I've ever seen.
Did anybody have dessert? Are you
Absolutely. So they had a banana caramel, like ice cream cookie sandwich that I ended up almost biting my fingers off, but it was great.
All right, this is your restaurant. Paul, give us a quick summary.
You know, it keeps delighting you every time that I go back, and I can't wait for the next time.
All right, and Lisa?
I want to go try that pork chop for sure.
Will?
I would go back if I was in the area, and I would recommend it to anyone. The noise level bothers me.
All right. If you would like to try Wood Tavern, it's on College Avenue at Alcatraz in Oakland. The telephone number is 510-654-6607. It's open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, dinner only on Sunday. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $35.